Preparing for a customs officer interview requires a solid understanding of border control policies, law enforcement principles, and personal integrity. Interviewers look for candidates who demonstrate responsibility, attention to detail, and effective communication skills. This guide compiles the top 30 interview questions typically asked in customs officer interviews, each accompanied by a concise 80-word answer to help you respond with confidence and clarity. Use these responses as a framework to tailor your own unique experiences and strengths. 1. Why do you want to work as a customs officer? I am passionate about protecting national borders and ensuring the safe and legal movement of goods and people. A customs officer role combines my interest in law enforcement with my commitment to public safety and national security. I'm also drawn to the structured work environment, varied responsibilities, and the chance to make a meaningful contribution. My skills in observation, communication, and analysis align well with the demands of this career. 2. What do you know about the role of a customs officer? A customs officer enforces laws related to the import and export of goods, checks documentation, inspects cargo and passengers, and ensures that no illegal items enter or leave the country. They also collect tariffs and prevent smuggling and human trafficking. Officers must stay up to date with international regulations and work collaboratively with other law enforcement agencies. The role demands vigilance, integrity, and the ability to handle high-pressure situations professionally. 3. What skills are most important for a customs officer? Key skills include attention to detail, strong communication, sound judgment, and physical fitness. Analytical skills are essential for evaluating documentation and identifying inconsistencies. Emotional intelligence and conflict resolution abilities are also crucial for dealing with challenging individuals. A customs officer must also be adaptable and have strong ethical standards, ensuring they consistently act within the law while upholding the nation's safety and security. 4. How would you handle a situation where a passenger is uncooperative during inspection? I would remain calm, polite, and professional, using clear communication to explain the reason for the inspection and the passenger's legal obligations. I would attempt to de-escalate the situation by listening actively and avoiding confrontation. If the passenger remains uncooperative or becomes threatening, I would follow established protocols, request assistance if needed, and document the incident thoroughly to ensure proper handling and accountability. 5. What steps would you take to prevent smuggling? Preventing smuggling involves vigilance, thorough inspections, and attention to detail. I would review documentation carefully, observe behavior for suspicious signs, and use scanning technology and manual searches when necessary. I'd collaborate with colleagues and intelligence teams to identify patterns or repeat offenders. Training and staying updated on new smuggling tactics are also key to staying ahead of smugglers and ensuring effective border control. 6. Describe a time you had to make a quick decision under pressure. During my previous job, a coworker experienced a medical emergency while we were understaffed. I quickly assessed the situation, delegated tasks to others, and administered first aid while calling for emergency services. My decision to act swiftly and coordinate others effectively helped stabilize the situation until professionals arrived. This experience showed my ability to remain composed and take decisive action under pressure. 7. How do you ensure accuracy when processing documentation? I take a methodical approach by double-checking entries, using checklists, and staying focused on each detail. I also cross-reference information with available databases and flag inconsistencies immediately. I avoid multitasking during critical document checks to reduce errors. Keeping up to date with the latest regulations ensures I apply correct procedures consistently. Accuracy in documentation prevents legal issues and ensures smooth operations at the border. 8. What would you do if you suspected a coworker was involved in illegal activities? I would follow the chain of command and report my suspicions to the appropriate authority, such as a supervisor or internal affairs department. It's important to act discreetly and not confront the coworker directly. Integrity is crucial in this role, and any misconduct compromises public trust. I would ensure I had factual observations to support my report and cooperate fully with any investigation. 9. How do you stay updated on customs regulations and laws? I regularly review official government publications, attend training sessions, and participate in workshops related to customs and border protection. Subscribing to newsletters from customs agencies and international law organizations also helps. Staying informed ensures that I apply correct procedures and handle cases in compliance with current laws, which is critical for maintaining national security and upholding legal standards. 10. What would you do if you discovered prohibited goods during an inspection? I would follow established protocols by securing the goods, informing my supervisor, and documenting the discovery accurately. I'd also ensure the individual involved is detained respectfully and their rights upheld while the matter is investigated. It's crucial to preserve the chain of custody for evidence and act according to legal and ethical guidelines. My goal would be to manage the situation lawfully and efficiently. 11. Describe a time you dealt with a difficult customer or individual. In a retail role, a customer was upset over a return policy. I remained calm, listened to their concerns, and empathized while explaining the company's policy clearly. By maintaining professionalism and offering alternative solutions, I de-escalated the situation. The customer eventually accepted the resolution. This experience helped me understand the power of calm communication and conflict resolution, both essential skills for a customs officer. 12. What does integrity mean to you in this role? Integrity means acting ethically, honestly, and consistently, even when no one is watching. As a customs officer, integrity is non-negotiable because the job involves sensitive information, authority over individuals, and potential access to contraband or bribes. Upholding laws impartially and reporting misconduct are vital. Integrity builds public trust and ensures that border security is maintained lawfully and fairly. 13. How do you prioritize tasks in a fast-paced environment? I assess each task's urgency and impact, use checklists to stay organized, and allocate time efficiently. If multiple issues arise simultaneously, I focus on the most critical ones, such as security threats or detained individuals before administrative tasks. Good communication with team members also helps in coordinating efforts and sharing responsibilities. This method ensures all duties are handled thoroughly without compromising quality. 14. How would you deal with a language barrier during an inspection? I would use translation tools, visual aids, or call upon multilingual staff when available. Remaining patient and using simple, clear language helps as well. Ensuring understanding is vital to completing inspections lawfully and respectfully. If needed, I would request an interpreter. Effective communication, even across language barriers, is essential in treating people fairly and avoiding misunderstandings during border procedures. 15. How do you handle stressful situations? I remain focused, take deep breaths, and rely on my training to guide my actions. Prioritizing tasks and breaking down challenges into manageable steps helps reduce stress. I also debrief after intense situations to reflect and improve. Staying mentally and physically prepared allows me to function effectively under pressure, which is crucial in a role where decisions can have serious consequences. 16. Why is teamwork important in customs enforcement? Teamwork ensures efficient and safe operations. Customs officers often rely on each other for support during inspections, detentions, or emergencies. Effective communication, shared responsibilities, and trust within the team lead to better decision-making and faster responses. When team members work collaboratively, they can cover more ground, share insights, and reduce the risk of errors or oversights that could compromise border security. 17. Have you ever had to report suspicious behavior? What did you do? Yes, I once noticed a person frequently loitering near a restricted area at my workplace. I documented the observations and reported them to security management, who found that the person was attempting to bypass entry protocols. Reporting suspicious activity requires vigilance, discretion, and responsibility. It's important to remain observant and act on anything that poses a potential risk to safety or regulations. 18. How do you handle confidential information? I treat all confidential information with the highest level of care. I avoid discussing cases outside of work and ensure documents and data are stored securely. Only authorized personnel have access to such information. In previous roles, I followed strict protocols for data handling and privacy, understanding the legal and ethical implications of any breach. Confidentiality maintains trust and protects both individuals and the agency. 19. What motivates you in this line of work? I am motivated by the opportunity to serve my country, uphold the law, and contribute to national security. Knowing that my actions prevent illegal activities and protect the public gives me a sense of purpose. I also enjoy problem-solving, teamwork, and the structured nature of the job. Every day presents a new challenge, which keeps me engaged and committed to performing at my best. 20. How would you respond to a bribe attempt? I would immediately decline the bribe, report the incident to my supervisor, and document it according to protocol. Bribery undermines the integrity of law enforcement and threatens national security. It's critical to act decisively and transparently to prevent corruption. As a customs officer, my duty is to uphold the law without bias or compromise, and that includes reporting any attempts to influence my decisions unlawfully. 21. What would you do if a traveler became aggressive? I would maintain a calm demeanor, create physical space if needed, and speak clearly and firmly to de-escalate the situation. If the aggression continued or posed a threat, I would follow procedures to involve security backup. Ensuring safety for all involved is the top priority. Handling aggressive individuals requires professionalism, restraint, and quick judgment to prevent escalation and uphold order. 22. What is your understanding of import-export regulations? Import-export regulations govern the movement of goods across borders and ensure compliance with national and international laws. These rules determine which goods are prohibited, restricted, or taxable. Customs officers must check documentation, assess duties, and inspect shipments for compliance. Understanding these regulations helps prevent smuggling, protect the economy, and ensure public safety. Staying informed about updates is essential in this role. 23. How do you deal with repetitive tasks without losing focus? I stay focused by maintaining a strong sense of purpose and responsibility. I remind myself that even repetitive tasks like document checks are vital to national security. Taking short mental breaks, setting goals, and rotating duties when possible help maintain alertness. I treat each case as unique, which keeps my mind engaged and ensures every task is done thoroughly and correctly. 24. How do you handle criticism from supervisors? I view constructive criticism as an opportunity to learn and grow. I listen attentively, ask questions to understand expectations, and apply feedback to improve my performance. Accepting feedback professionally shows maturity and commitment to continuous improvement. In law enforcement roles, where accuracy and procedure matter greatly, being open to correction is key to becoming a more effective and reliable officer. 25. Describe your attention to detail. I take pride in being meticulous, whether reviewing documents, inspecting luggage, or monitoring behavior. I double-check entries, notice inconsistencies quickly, and stay focused during long shifts. In my previous job, this helped uncover discrepancies that prevented errors and improved efficiency. Attention to detail is critical in customs work to spot illegal activities, prevent oversight, and maintain lawful and secure operations. 26. What would you do if you made a mistake during an inspection? I would report the mistake immediately to my supervisor, correct it if possible, and ensure any affected processes are reviewed. Transparency is essential. I would also reflect on what caused the error and take steps to avoid repeating it, such as reviewing procedures or requesting further training. Taking responsibility and learning from mistakes strengthens integrity and professionalism in this role. 27. How do you ensure impartiality in your work? I treat every individual equally, regardless of background or appearance. I rely strictly on facts, behavior, and documentation, not assumptions. I'm committed to upholding the law impartially and avoiding biases. Continuous training on ethics and diversity also reinforces fairness in decision-making. As a customs officer, impartiality maintains public trust and ensures justice is served fairly and consistently. 28. How would you react if a colleague made an error during a search? I would discreetly bring it to their attention and offer assistance if needed. If the error could compromise security or legal procedures, I would escalate it appropriately. The goal isn't to blame, but to correct mistakes and maintain professionalism. Team accountability ensures smooth operations and helps prevent larger issues down the line. Supporting each other while upholding standards is crucial in customs enforcement. 29. What does customer service mean in a customs environment? Customer service in customs means treating travelers and traders respectfully, providing clear information, and ensuring efficient and lawful processing. Even when enforcing laws, it's important to be courteous and professional. Good service builds public trust, encourages cooperation, and creates a positive image of the agency. Balancing firmness with empathy helps maintain order without compromising on enforcement. 30. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in this role? In 5 years, I aim to have gained significant field experience, contributed to high-level operations, and taken on more responsibility, possibly in a supervisory or specialized investigative role. I see myself continually learning, mentoring new officers, and contributing to policy improvements. My long-term goal is to grow within the agency while helping ensure national safety and operational excellence. Success in a customs officer interview depends on preparation, self-awareness, and a clear understanding of the job's responsibilities. These top 30 questions and answers provide a strong foundation to help you anticipate interview topics and formulate professional, confident responses. Customize these answers with your personal experiences for maximum impact. With the right mindset and preparation, you'll be well equipped to secure your position and excel in this vital role.